Hello everybody, how are you doing? It's Saturday morning and I'm between events. We got up this morning and ran one of the boys to his math competition, and we dropped the other boy off at play practice. Then my wife and I went out looking for tile for the kitchen backsplash. Came back, picked up the one from play practice. We came home. We have about 45 minutes before we have to leave to go to the finale of the math competition, which the first part, you're in a room testing. You can't really watch. The second part is like a speed round, and you can watch. So we got to go to that. And then when we get back, we've got a few things to do. Well, I'm out here in the shop trying to trim up these blanks. And if you'll notice, take a look at that blank, how it's trimming at an angle. My saw's been having trouble, so I tried to adjust on my bandsaw. Let me show you something. This part here had a crack in it, and it finally popped loose, and the bandsaw is shot. So I am now down a small bandsaw in my shop. So instead of being able to take all of these blanks and trim them, and all of those blanks and trim them, I guess they're just going to have to all go to the sander and be cleaned up that way. I'm a little disappointed, but I guess now I'm in the market for a new bandsaw. So I don't even know where to begin price-wise. So I'll look through a few of these companies that I buy from. I'll look through the websites and kind of get an idea of what a bandsaw costs, and then we'll start putting aside some money to replace the old Delta. It's been a good bandsaw for the money, but like I said, I noticed this morning it was not doing something right. So I'm adjusting the tension, and I'm adjusting, you know, the tilt on the back to take the blade forward and backward. I was working with the cooling blocks, and finally I turned it on. I hear this really loud pop, and that's it. So I shut her down, and I don't know what I'll do, but we'll find another one. I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully later today I'll get a little more shop time, and maybe I'll be able to work on these some more and give you guys an update. Well guys, it's been a heck of a day. I'm heading back out to the shop. I'm sneaking another few minutes in. We got up this morning and dropped the oldest triplet off at Math Counts, which is a math competition. And then we ran back home, got his brother, dropped him off at play practice. Wife and I went out looking for tile. We came back, picked up our son from play practice, brought him home, dropped him off. I took a few minutes to break my bandsaw and square up a few blanks, and then we took off to watch our son compete. The first part of Math Counts is testing, where they're in a room and there's no noise, and they just take these paper tests. You know, there's nothing that you can really see there. You can't even be in there. And then they have the last part is the speed round, which is parents are invited to the speed round. So we went to the speed round, and what happened overall is on the testing portion of it, my son placed fourth out of, let me think for a second here, there were 4 times 6 is 24, 26 kids, and he placed fourth on the testing, and then his team from his middle school, the top 2 teams go on to the next challenge, which is at Rose Hulman. And his team placed first, and another team placed second. So I'm really proud of the whole team. And 2 of the 3 people that scored better than him were on his team. So that's a good thing. And then in the speed round, little sucker won the whole thing. I don't know how he did it, man. They put these problems up on the screen, and they're incredibly complicated. And before you can read them, these kids are buzzing in and giving answers. And I was so proud of him. So he won it. So we left there, brought him back home. I snuck a few more minutes in the shop, maybe 10, 15 minutes, sanding some blanks. And then we got in the car and went to a craft show. And the local high school has a craft show going on today. And my good buddy James Heater and his wife were set up at the show. And I got a chance to meet their daughter. She lives here in Newburgh. They come to visit her all the time. And then they come over and say hey to me, and we hang out for a while. So we're back from the craft show, and we have a half an hour, and we have to leave for archery. So I'm out here. I got a few more blanks. These are the blanks I have left, and I don't know, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 blanks that are the right length, and I'm going to run them across the sander and square them up. I called my buddy, or actually I texted him, my buddy Corey, and then he emailed me back, and we're going to get together at his place tomorrow. And we're going to trim these on. He's got a bandsaw. We'll trim them up on his bandsaw, bring them back over here, square them up, and then all the blanks are ready for the club. While we were out earlier today, looking for tile, I picked up some snacks and some drinks for the club. You know, basically got some bottled water, and we got some 2 liters and just some little different snacks. because some guys will be hanging out here for a while. We'll probably order some pizza or whatever. So everything's coming together, but man, it's been a wild day. So I'm going to hang up here on the phone, and I'm going to take a few minutes, try to trim these last 14, 15 blanks. And so they're ready to go. And by the time I get done, it should be time to leave for the archery tournament. All right. When we get back from the archery tournament, if I get some shop time, I'll hook you guys up and let you know what's going on. Well, guys, it's been a really good night. It is now 10 minutes after 9, and I got to call it quits. I need to get in and work on a few things. But I came up with an idea on possibly how to fix a bespoke pin that I was threading the body of the pin the other day, and the tenon split apart, and I lost part of it. I got an idea on how to fix that, and I tested it tonight, and it worked. And I recorded a video, so I'll have a video out for you on that real soon. And I also got an idea for a little jig to help avoid that from happening in the future. And I recorded a video on that. Both seem to be very successful. So I've got that pin body back on the lathe. And when I get some shop time next, I'm going to pick up where I left off, and we're going to finish that body and turn the rest of that pin. So I'm really excited. I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope you have a great evening, and I will see you again very soon.